Like, I can't say I've ever had a reindeer sausage, but when in Norway, as the sign says, that's what we eat.
In Bergen, it's all about cozy cafes, mountain views, and unexpected food. But can a city famous for fjords really be a foodie destination? Today we're eating our way through Bergen in 24 hours. From classic cardamom buns, to the best reindeer sausage we've ever had, to cocktails, craft beer, and Norwegian-style tapas with whale, to see if the food scene can live up to its views.
Well, it's a very rainy, misty day in Bergen, which apparently that is kind of the always weather. Umbrellas don't even help. So start your day at a super cozy little cafe like SOLROS or some sweets. Why not? We have two things going on here. We have a solebolle, which is like a sun bun, which is a cinnamon bun with a little bit of vanilla custard on the inside. It's really soft and gooey, and it's still warm. Oh my gosh, it's so gooey. Oh, look at that custard, it's exploding. Look at that, it's so soft, so gooey. Gives me like cinnamon vibes, but like less bad for you. That vanilla custard, it's not overly sweet. It's got a little bit of like a lemon vanilla vibe with the cinnamon and the crispy sugar on top. It's a good bite. That's a good bite. All right, now our cardamom snail. We fell in love with this in Copenhagen. Apparently they're actually traditionally from Sweden, but they eat them all over Scandinavia. It's exactly the same thing. Cinnamon, swirl, that's where the snail comes in, but cardamom and no custard. I'm so excited. Ooh, got like a little pocket of like juicy sugar. That cardamom is really, really intense, but not in a bad way. A little crunchy sugar on top balances out. You can see just like that gooey piece in the center. That is a perfect pastry, if I do say so myself. So I'm team cardamom bun. Both are amazing. Caleb, what are you?
I'm team Switzerland. I'm impartial.
Tell us in the comments what you think you would like better, cardamom or cinnamon with custard. Well, our life motto is pair something cheap with something expensive. So, something cheap, eating hot dogs. Something expensive, going to Norway, but not just any old hot dog. Okay, they might not be that cheap. They're like $8, but for Norway, that's really cheap. When you're in Bergen, you cannot miss TREKRONEREN, which means TREKRONEREN, which is like $3. I'm assuming times have changed because, as we said, now it's $9. But this is kind of the institution. It's been here since 1946 for a Norwegian hot dog. They have all kinds of options. They got beef, they've got lamb, but the most traditional is the reindeer sausage. Can I have one reindeer sausage, please? Thank you. I asked for all the traditional toppings. What's the traditional way? Whatever is more traditional. Please, which is mustard, lingonberry sauce, those little like Swedish berries, crunchy onions, and I think there's also regular onions on there. It looks big. I can't say I've ever had a reindeer sausage, but when in Norway, as the sign says, that's what we eat. So, it's like a frankfurter. It's not super gamey. It's delicious, really tender. The lingonberry sauce is kind of a little bit sour but tart and sweet. The crunchy fried onions, and it's kind of like a spicy brown mustard. Man, that was a good hot dog.
Sausage in the rain, sausage in the rain.
Reindeer sausage in the rain.
Wow, that was a bad pun.
That was one of the best sausages I've ever had in my life.
Me too.
It wasn't very fatty. A little sweet, salty,
Crunchy.
Amazing.
Winner. What's it? Reindeer dinner. I've arrived to talk about the fish market, which is right here. This is Matt Holland. This is Bergen's fish market. Norwegian land, Norway. Norway is famous for seafood, and so you obviously have to visit the seafood market when you're in Bergen. It's a great place to see everything and also taste a few things as well. Let's go. So fresh seafood, and it's warm and inside. You can also get Bergen-style cinnamon buns here, which are bigger, rounder, and more bready. But go where we said this morning. All right, when you're in Bergen, you have to come to No Stress, a super cool cocktail bar. And this is Martin. He's gonna walk us to some cocktails. He's the bar manager.
You said the idea behind the bar is so there's these 4 bartenders,
Okay.
and that just figure like we wanna do our own thing. And then they started in 2012 with this kind of like approach that we do guilty pleasure cocktails. That kind of started the whole cocktail thing in Bergen. So our most selling cocktail that you can try afterwards is called a chili martini.
Okay.
That's kind of like the one that picked it off for us. The base of cocktails, usually something sour, something sweet, something weak, which is the water or the dilution process, and then something strong. The sour part is some kind of citrus. This is a creme de mure, which is like a blackberry. Tell the chili martini is hot. What we've done now is make a vacuum. So if I do this, it'll hold.
Yeah.
It doesn't always hold.
You get me nervous.
Yeah, right? Then you kind of circulate the ice. Yeah, I like that.
Because I'm just like, I mean, I don't think I'm a pro at it by any stretch of imagination.
It's not the worst.
Look at me go.
Then you do like 2, and then you just do it in 1 hand. You don't want to over dilute it.
Is that good?
But yeah,
Is that
that's
done?
perfect. Yeah.
Is it done?
No, well, can you open it? No. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Hey, nice, you got a job. Now we throw away the ice, obviously, because it's been sitting in the glasses. It's cooling the glasses down, but it's also diluting, right?
Yep.
So we throw away the water. Try it. Hope you like it.
I'm sure we will.
This
Cheers.
is your chili martini.
Chili, so this is your
This is our best.
claim to fame.
Yeah, right. You like it?
Yeah.
That's really
I like that little sour, or not sour, spicy in there, but it's not overly spicy.
Like, if you wouldn't have told me that there's chili in here, I probably wouldn't have known until maybe the end of the glass.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
You're not sit here and cry.
Yeah.
But then again, we probably wouldn't sell that. Lemon juice to the top, 6 cl. Then we go for the sweetener, sugar, 43, Spanish liquor, 43.
You hiring?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No.
Almost.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the sound you like.
There we go.
Nice. What you do is you lock it with your hands.
Okay.
Like this. If you don't do that, then it's gonna fall out.
That would be bad.
You put that in.
Cute.
Yeah. And then
Cute. Oh, we got to have a lemon
lemon zest.
over top of the drink.
Yeah. Lemon martini. Try it, drink it,
Love it.
love it.
that's like a lemon meringue pie.
That's really good.
There's a lot of lemon
It
in it.
tastes a lot like a lemon bar. Have you ever had a lemon bar? Okay. It's like a shortbread crust with like a lemon baked on top. They put powdered sugar on top. It's
Never heard of it.
It's an American thing, I guess, but it's really good. It tastes like that exactly.
That's the only thing about Bergen, that it rains a lot.
Yeah, they were like, wow, it's rainy.
You don't like rain, and neither do we, but you know what you probably like is beer. And that's what you can get here at Vinyl, which is a sister restaurant of No Stress. There's over 40 different kinds to choose from here. And I got an IPA. Cheers. Or skull.
So we're continuing to escape the rain, and we arrived at Bergen. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but that's how it's spelled. And this place is very famous for their kind of tapas-style food. So very traditional Norwegian dishes, but in small portions, small plates. So you can try more, which is our favorite way to eat. Our Norwegian tapas have arrived, and we are starting with a hot dish, because it's hot. This is lutefisk, which is a very traditional Norwegian Christmas dish for here in the festive season, so we figured we may as well try it. It is cod that has been cured and then dried and then cured in lye. And according to Google, lye is the alkaline liquor obtained by leaching wood ashes with water. Whatever that is. Apparently it gets like a gelatinous texture, and it's a very important part of the dish. It's served in lefse, which is kind of like a flatbread with a little bit of butter. Look at that. It's glistening. It tastes like cod, so you know what that flavor is. It's really salty since it's been cured. It's really tender. That little bit of butter adds that nice fat since cod is very lean. It's really simple. It's really flavorful. You see why the Norwegians love adding it to their Christmas dinner. Next up, we are eating some whale. I have never had whale, but apparently minke whale is very popular around Norway. When in Norway, we eat reindeer sausages and whale. So I actually didn't expect it to be cold, so that's interesting, but it's got some veggies, but I want to try it in all its
whaley goodness first.
That was Free Willy.
Why you say that? He's not free. That aside, it's actually really good. I don't even know how to describe it. Okay, it's a little bit fishy, but not really. But it also kind of has that like chewy texture of like a steak, and it kind of has like a red meat flavor meets fish, and it's kind of smoky and it's really tender. You're just gonna kind of have to come to Norway and try some whale to really experience the magic in your mouth.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I actually really like it. First I was like, I don't know. But then I chewed it, I was like, I like this. This is good. When you think of whale,
I don't know. It's pretty good with the vegetables.
it really changes it.
I didn't like it before. I add some pepper, add some salt, some veggies. That's the trick.
Something else that is really popular in Norway around the holidays and really all the time is lamb. If you watch our traditional Norwegian food video, you saw the amazing lamb ribs we had. So today we're doing kind of a different take on that. This is a cold cured lamb and aquavit, which is the Norwegian, really Scandinavian spirit. So this one is just a little bit of lamb. We got a little bit of some pickled carrot, I think, and some pumpkin seeds. There's also, I think it's cured in a little bit of pumpkin oil. Yeah, let's try the lamb by itself though, you know, to see what it's all about. So it's a lot less gamey than the ribs we had. This is actually probably the least gamey lamb I've ever had. We love the gaminess, but a lot of people don't. It tastes like kind of like beef, which is like that hint of game. It's drizzled with a little bit of pumpkin seed oil, and it comes with that nice touch of pumpkin seed with it. Adds a nice little crunch. Feels very fall, very festive, really delicious. We're taking a playbook from the French, but making it Norwegian with reindeer tartare. Little cut up bits of reindeer, what looks like some onions, and a big old quail egg in the center to put on some bread. So it's served with some super traditional city brown Norwegian bread. It's a bit sweet. There might be some like some lingonberry or something in there. The bread is super seedy, soft with some crunch. The meat is really tender. There's a little bit of that gamey flavor. It's really good. It's very tasty. It's one of my favorites of the night so far. Last but not least, we are saving our Norwegian smoked salmon because we know this is going to be amazing. If you've had salmon from Norway, you know it's like, I bow down to it. It is the best salmon in the world. Oh, look at that salmon. It's just the color. It's magic. I am so excited. It's super fishy. It's salmon. That smoke is like perfect. It's not too much, not too little. That creme fraiche I thought maybe was still. It's not. It's kind of like a whipped, very light, airy sour cream with that salmon. That is the way to end dinner. So, but there's also so much more Norwegian food to try, so make sure you like and subscribe and watch our whole video on traditional Norwegian food.